Hi, Annabella here, talking about Sidney Poitier. Coolidge Corner Theatre recently did a series of Sidney Poitier films. I was fortunate enough to get to see two of them, the Defiant ones and Lilies of the Field. Lilies of the Field is a movie that I've seen a few times before, but I had never seen it on the big screen. It was enjoyable to watch with an audience. Particularly the scene where he teaches the sisters how to sing Amen, and everyone was toe tapping along, really enjoying that part of the film. I worked for a community of nuns at one point, and so I know how they can cajole you into doing something that you may not want to do. It's a fun film from 1963 for which Sidney Poitier won the Academy Award for Best Actor. He had previously been nominated, along with his co-star Tony Curtis, for the other film that I saw at the Coolidge, The Defiant Ones, a 1958 movie where Tony Curtis and Sidney Poitier play two prisoners after a car accident who are shackled together. It's a really interesting film about race relations. I'd never seen it before. It made me think of The Shawshank Redemption, which I realize now I should really go back and see Shawshank again, although the relationship between Morgan Freeman and Tim Robbins in Shawshank Redemption does not explore race relations. The Defiant Ones really is a lot about that and about the United States in 1958, which happens to be the year that my mother and father and also my mother-in-law and father-in-law came to the United States. So it's interesting to see it through the lens of what was it like to be an outsider in 1958 in the United States, someone who was different from the majority of people in the US. And I'm glad I got to see this movie. I believe that Tony Curtis and Sidney Poitier did all of their own stunt work in that movie, which is really incredible because it's very physical. They are very physical roles, really fun and interesting to watch on the big screen. Curtis and Poitier did ultimately lose out to David Niven in another 1958 movie that year at the Academy Awards, but they were nominated. Maybe they canceled each other's votes out, but it was great to get to see the Defiant Ones. Fun to watch on the big screen and sing along to Lilies of the Field. Amen. 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 Amen.